Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's full review, something really special, Mazda 6 Sedan 20th anniversary. Coming in a few moments. Before we go any further in the review, special thanks to Auto Arbanas here in Zagreb County for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below. Welcome back everybody to a full review of a 2023 Mazda 6 Sedan, one of the best looking and sporty looking sedans. This is particularly special for two reasons. It is 20th anniversary edition, celebrating 20 years of Mazda 6 in production, which is a huge accomplishment, and this particular model is finished in gorgeous Artisan Red exterior paint. Now you can clearly see the difference between this new paint and of course the famously known Mazda Soul Red Crystal on this gorgeous Mazda 3 hatchback. Now with this model, as usually in my full reviews, we will go through all exterior and interior details, also practicality. There are some really cool and premium features, and at the very end of the exterior walk around I have one surprise for you, so stay tuned. Now, let's start this review as usually in my full reviews with the front end design. There is no better way to start, especially with the Mazda 6, because this front end design is so cool looking and so aggressive that is just phenomenal. This particular model is actually from a late 2018, early 2019 on the markets. Now it's 2023 model year and it's still looking great and fresh and sporty design. In front of me, of course, in the center is a huge chrome effect grille with a big Mazda logo. We have all the safety sensors hidden in the Mazda logo. Below that there is a small front camera, and of course in the lower area there is a license plate. There are also some parking sensors here in the middle area of a bumper, and you will see later, of course, in the video, full LED technology here in front. Now you can also see here on the front these chrome elements, something similar that we saw in my Mazda 3 Sedan review, where the main difference was between that sedan form and the hatchback. That sedan had that relatively luxurious chrome effect, where the hatchback variant has a gloss black sporty element of a grille design. Also worth mentioning, especially in the winter months, you also have washers for your LED headlights. We will check later in the video all the LED turn signals here in the front and also in the back. Here on a passenger side profile, this front end, you can clearly see how aggressive this front end design actually is, and as we go a little bit further in the back, you can now see a very luxurious and cool effect and design of these 19-inch alloy wheels. These particular are on Bridgestone tires. On a side profile you can clearly see 20th anniversary badge that celebrates 20 years of Mazda 6 in production. Here on a passenger side profile you can clearly see folding door mirrors, and also similar like in the front we have all this chrome effect around the door windows, which again indicates that luxurious feel. Also, of course, being a Mazda 6 and of course one of the top of the line models, you have keyless go. Here in the back now you can see this sloping roof line, which actually looks a little bit sporty, but you'll see later there is no problem for your headroom. And the good thing is always when you have rear tinted windows, not only it looks cool, it helps you in the winter months. Just a sneak peek of a interior, more of that a little bit later. A quick look on a last three quarters this Mazda 6 Sedan. In Europe at least there is a huge amount of vehicles in this class. Something like Peugeot 508 or Renault Talisman, or let's say VW Passat or Opel Insignia, Skoda Superb. These are all vehicles that are popular here in Europe, and of course are direct competitors to this Mazda 6 sedan. Here in the back, as you can see, in front of me in the center is Mazda logo with more of that chrome elements like we saw in the side profile and also in front. It's actually relatively big chrome line from the one end to the other. Below that there is a license plate, and also on the passenger side is Sky Active G lettering, which indicates, of course, this is a petrol version, and on the left there is a Mazda 6 lettering. In the lower area there are two real exhaust tips, and in the lower area of a bumper there are rear parking sensors with a rear parking camera. In Croatia, in normal versions, you can get Mazda 6 as a 2.2 liter diesel variant, 2 liter petrol, and of course 2.5 liter 4-cylinder petrol engine. A quick look on this driver's side profile. Now, similar like in the most Japanese cars, you have fuel filler cap on a driver's side. Now, I did tell you in the beginning that I have one surprise for you at the end of the exterior walk around, and the surprise is another Mazda 6 20th anniversary. Now, this is the tough one, but let me know in the comment section what you think, which looks best, this rhodium white Mazda 6 20th anniversary or this red exterior, new red exterior paint. This is actually two identical cars when we're talking about trim levels and also the interior design. The only and actually main difference is actually this exterior paint. My personal preferences is this newly red paint. It's absolutely stunning. It's something that you will definitely not see very often in the streets. Now, this is the end of my full exterior walk around of a 2023 Mazda 6 sedan 20th anniversary. We will go now and check the boot space and of course later the Practicality. If you wanna open the boot of a Mazda 6, you have rubber lever under the Mazda logo, and it's very easy, of course, to open it, and this is what you get. 483 liters official figure is this boot space of a Mazda 6 sedan. As you can see, it's relatively big and wide opening, which is always handy, especially when we are talking about sedans, because sedans normally have a little bit narrower openings, so thumbs up Mazda for that. Overall, as you can see now, this shape is very square, and this opening is, I would say, pretty big for most of the luggage that you will need. Also, there are some levers here on a driver's side and also here on a passenger side, so you can easily recline your rear seats. You can see now here on a driver's side and also on a passenger side there are more extra storage for some smaller items if you need. Underneath this textile cover there is more storage if you need some, let's say, put some smaller items underneath. Now let's close this trunk and let's check the rear practicality and of course legroom and knee room. Now let's examine this door design and of course the material here in the back of Mazda 6 sedan 20th anniversary. If you take a look here on this upper area, you will see also there is more of that soft and squeegee material. Underneath that there is some wood effect with the chrome strip, something similar like we saw on the exterior. In this middle area there is some type of velour or alcantara type of fabric, I'm not sure, but it looks absolutely premium and stunning design. A little bit of that gloss black plastic here in front of me, and very soft, I don't know how much you can see this middle area where you will put your elbow, with some extra storage here and cool and sporty stitching. Going here in the lower area there is some extra storage for your bottles and of course upgraded premium BOSE surround system. Now I will go and put the driving seat on my ideal driving position. I am about 184 centimeters tall, and I will climb on the rear to check how much knee, head and legroom I do have. Welcome from a rear seat of a 2023 Mazda 6 sedan 20th anniversary. This driving seat in front of me is set for my ideal driving position. Like I said, I'm about 184 centimeters. This is my knee room and this is my foot room. Also, one thing that I like to point out is, as you can see, these doors are can be opened relatively big, so there is no problem to get in and out of this vehicle. Now let's talk a little bit about practicality. In front of me there is also one cool element, something that we saw on the door design and also on the exterior. You have more of that chrome strip here behind the driving seat. Also there is some airplane style extra storage here behind the driving seat and also behind the passenger seat. Here on the center tunnel you have air vents, and also here in the back you have center armrest with 2 cup holders. Overall, here in the back of Mazda 6 sedan there will be no problem for 2 adults to travel many miles or kilometers, or let's say if you have kids, no problem for them. Now let's go and check the passenger front seat. Just a quick review of a door design here in front, similar like in the back, or actually the same. Gorgeous design, excellent material quality, and even more storage here in the lower area. And this is the view that you get when you're climbing inside Mazda 6 on this passenger front seat. Let's talk a little bit about these front seats. These are fully leather, these are fully electronically operated, and as you can see there is this metal button for your adjustment, so you can travel in great comfort. Also cool feature, more of that chrome strips and more of that chrome element here in the front seats. But in my personal opinion, the best thing about this front seat is actually this 20th anniversary logo in your headrest. Absolutely stunning design. Now let's talk a little bit about the design and the materials. Of course, here in the front we have more of that BOSE premium speakers in front of us. On this upper area, more of that soft material that we saw in the door design. Underneath that, similar like in the door, we have more of that wood effect with this chrome strip all the way to the steering wheel. Here on the right side we have a air vent and also more air vents here in the center area. Best thing here on this particular model is of course more of that velour type of material, which looks and feels absolutely stunning and premium, and very nice stitching. Underneath that there is a metal opening of a glove box, and of course there is more of that textile material in the glove box. Now this is the design of a center console. More of that I will talk in a few moments when I get on a driving seat. So welcome to a driver's seat of a Mazda 6 20th anniversary. Like you can see in front of me there is partly digital and partly analog dials, and of course in the center area there is a center infotainment system. On your left side you have all your buttons for your safety systems. There is also a good thing that Mazda still didn't go fully digital on your steering wheel. There are actually physical buttons for, let's say, infotainment system, and of course here on the right all your systems for your cruise control. Behind the steering wheel you have a minus and plus these pedals, because in this model we have 6-speed automatic transmission. Let's talk a little bit about this center infotainment system. As you can see, this one you can actually use it as a touchscreen when the vehicle is stationary, but there is also a simpler solution and of course a safer solution. You have this rotary dial on this center console with some shortcut buttons, and this one is, you can actually use it only this method when you are driving the vehicle. There are some of course useful features here on the center infotainment system, like let's say here you can get it with the Apple CarPlay, and there are some more interesting features on this particular infotainment system. Now let's talk a little bit about this center console. On this center area you have all your settings and buttons for your climate controls separated from the center screen. In front of the gear lever you have actually a charging port for your mobile. Like I said earlier, this is a 6-speed automatic transmission, Mazda made, so thumbs up Mazda for that. This is, of course, like I said, your controls for the infotainment system, and a little bit more of that extra storage, actually 2 cup holders here in the back. There is extra USB ports and also 12-volt socket with the extra storage here under the armrest. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this overall design of the interior, this Mazda 6 20th anniversary. Personally, I think it looks absolutely amazing. All the materials are excellent, and the design and this contrasting colors between the this black and of course the wood effect chrome and this leather type is absolutely stunning in my opinion. Last and quick look on the interior of a Mazda 6 20th anniversary, and before we go and finish this review, let's check the LED turn signals. So these are the turn signals here in front, and of course on a door mirrors, and of course here in the back also full LED technology. So this is the end of my full exterior, interior, and of course practicality review of a gorgeous 2023 Mazda 6 sedan 20th anniversary. Let me know in the comment section again, which do you prefer more, this white version or this new red one. Special thanks again to Auto Arbanas Mazda dealership here in Zagreb County for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below, and thank you so much for watching. Wish you all a very nice day.